Tomorrow, we turn our calendars to December already. Where did the year go? The holiday season is in full swing in Las Vegas, though, never more so than at the granddaddy garden of them all, the Conservatory at Bellagio.
We're gonna hop a train, we're gonna ring the bell, we're gonna blow the whistle on this year's adorable holiday theme.
So get ready, because this adventure starts right now.
First off, let's be honest here. Outside is a nightmare of Formula One teardown, and it'll ruin the mood, so let's begin today in Bellagio's lobby. We arrived on property just after 6:30 a.m., always trying to capture as much as we can before the crowds descend on the conservatory. But first, a quick look at the gorgeous vases in the lobby. Paula can never pass these by without giving them some screen time, and of course, the tie-in design in the alcove behind the front desk. Now, speaking of tie-ins, the plantings in this fountain always coordinate perfectly with what we're about to see beyond it. All right, before we dive into details, we're going to take just a quick walk through the conservatory and take it all in for a moment. As always, it is brought to us by designer Ed Libby and the talented horticultural team here at Bellagio. This transformation took a staff of 80 people 6 days to complete. Mr. Libby says the goal this year was to capture the magic of travel and the warmth of connection with a train-inspired wonderland. The 2025 holiday theme is charmingly displayed on the pages of this storybook. It's called All Aboard for Holiday Bells and Whistles. There are trains to walk through, trains around the tree, and even trains on the screens. And in jingle bells on the trains themselves, and bells and whistles strung across the beds. Are you ready? Let's go explore. The centerpiece and new to the conservatory this year is the vibrant train, appropriately named the Bellagio Express. The conductor is Elvi, the elf on a journey to deliver joy to all this Christmas. It's not only draped with jingle bells, but also the Bellagio bee, garland, and a velvet ribbon. And then there's this, the billowing smoke made out of hydrangeas and baby's breath. The view from the front really shows off the smokestack. It's clearly meant to suggest an old-fashioned steam train. Plus, you can actually walk through the train itself back to front via a pathway lined with tufted red velvet. The journey takes you from the lobby entrance to Bellagio's magnificent holiday tree. Before we get to the tree itself, we just have to take in the west bed as a whole. It's always the focal point of the theme, and there is so much to unpack in this largest of the beds at the conservatory. First, the tree. Yep, it's a live tree. And you know what? I think all these trees are harvested from Mount Shasta, and it's 42 feet tall. There are 8,700 hand-placed ornaments on it and thousands of twinkling fairy lights.
The little lights are not twinkling.
I know, Arden. Thanks for noticing.
Circling the tree, as it is every year, is the Peppermint Express miniature train. Plus, there's a live feed train cam on board that shows you what the train is seeing as it travels around. To the right of the tree, a red velvet stocking stuffed with oversized toys. You may be tempted to ring this charming golden train bell as you walk by. And on the left end of the bed is a train car, decorated to match the engine we just saw and loaded with gifts on their way to be delivered. You just gotta love the train tracks out front of it. In fact, you can even find those tracks around behind the west bed. These guys are the best. The rear of the holiday tree is just as beautifully decorated as the front. There's no putting the tree in the corner in here. Plus, you'll always have to stop back here if just to admire the artistry in the frame. For this season, it's a cozy winter cottage scene made from botanicals. But perhaps we've saved the best for last. On the far right corner of the west bed is a train station, a gingerbread train station that doubles as the Bellagio's garden table. Fronted by more wooden track, the train station is 25 feet tall and adorned with snow-like icing. Go around back, though, and you'll realize that it's camouflaging a cozy dining cottage where you can enjoy a Siddell's brunch or a Michael Mina dinner experience. Here's a fun fact. This is the first time the garden table has ever been incorporated into the conservatory's holiday display. If you enter the garden on the right side, here's where you'll find the storybook. The only bed featuring a pond. And the one with an oversized, over-the-top musical theme. I absolutely love this already. The centerpiece is a rumpa-bum-bum drum, golden trumpets, and a big old tuba. In another life, I played the tuba in a marching band. Between them, the north and south beds have a total of 12 bells strung above the ground level displays. The helpful placards tell us that this pond is a little homage to the fountains of Bellagio with its water spouts. And if you watch these every season, you'll know that the north bed has that huge LED screen as a backdrop. For the holidays, the screen depicts a train departing the North Pole and heading through MGM Resort's destinations. Last up is the south bed, where we find several elements that have been associated with Christmas since Victorian times. The nutcracker in the middle of the bed stands 30 feet tall and has a uniform comprised of 7,500 preserved roses. His plume was crafted from more than 1,000 red feathers. Flanking the nutcracker on his right and left are 2 pair of toy soldiers in traditional dress and playing trumpets. Don't you just love how they slowly twirl on their pedestals? And off to the right side, being ridden by Billy the Elf, is a charming toy rocking horse that we first saw last year. The scene depicted in the South Bed was inspired by tales of Noel around the world. Everything about this one has a lovely nostalgic touch. What do you think? The items included here are all Christmas classics. Speaking of which, it was Tchaikovsky's ballet in the 1890s that made the Nutcracker a central figure in Christmas lore. Let's talk poinsettias, specifically 20,000 poinsettias in brilliant red and white and mixtures thereof, serving as the foundation for the 4 main beds and the surrounding edge plantings. Poinsettias have been a part of holiday decorating since the Franciscan friars in 17th century Mexico first displayed them. Equally important to the success of this design are 41 fresh-cut silver-tipped trees, strategically placed among the bedding plants. They are brought to sparkling life using a total of 110,000 energy-efficient light bulbs. It is truly a magical effect. Some friends we remember from earlier years have returned. Those playful elves, the oversized ornaments, and elegantly wrapped presents. While you're here, stop by the Peppermint Express pop-up shop where you can enjoy a cup of cheer. Hot chocolate, cider, or coffee. Add a cookie, piece of chocolate, or popcorn, and you're all set. All aboard for Holiday Bells and Whistles will be here at the conservatory until just after New Year's. If you're in Las Vegas for the holidays, come on over and enjoy this magical train-themed journey for yourself.
Well, friends, going down to the conservatory at this time of year is always a great joy for me.
She said that she got stuck in a traffic jam because Las Vegas Boulevard was down to one lane because they're tearing all that stuff down from the race.
And what was really a little bit scary about it was that you are snaking between cones, so you don't even know where your lane actually is or where you want to turn left if you want to go to the Cosmo or the Bellagio or whatever. And there was no light at Harmon. It was all covered in black cloth. It was just scary.
Now, maybe by next year they'll have it figured out, right?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
It's such a huge job. But
So, what about that conservatory? I'll tell you what, it really gets you in the mood, doesn't it?
Plus, there are many repeating elements that we see year on year, but they always bring in something new. The train, both the engine and that sidecar, just beautiful, just beautiful.
It's just gorgeous. And I'll tell you what, there's a lot more people down there at 6:30 in the morning than there normally are, aren't there?
He commented on that as he was editing. He's not used to seeing as many people as there were, so it could have been Formula One. We actually filmed this on Tuesday of this week, or maybe it's just the Thanksgiving holiday. Hard to say.
Yeah, you never know.
Hard to say.
All right, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button. Anything else you want to tell these nice people, Miss Paul? Hey, don't you like us? We're both in green.
And we did not plan this. We never do. But when we both came out in green, we just got a big silly smile. It's the holidays. Welcome to December, everyone. And we look forward to sharing a lot of fun adventures with you over the course of the next month. We've got a Paula's Kitchen coming on Wednesday. We're kind of refeaturing those every Wednesday. Some good ones that are kind of holiday themed, so look forward to that. And otherwise, we'll see you next week.
All right. Hope you had a good time. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.